What's up, everybody? This is FP. This is Alyshah B, bringing you some more battles from the Great League, from the man himself, FP Sticks. Real quick, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I've watched hours and hours of these videos, and I've learned so much, and I was able to hit legend with all this great content you've put out. So it's an honor, really, to be able to repay the favor in some way. Real quick before we get into the battles, I'm ecstatic to announce that I will be hosting a charity stream on Twitch featuring all minority battlers, shoutcasters, mods, everything. So please stay tuned for details on that. I'm sure there will be a link somewhere here. But yeah, it's twitch.tv/AlyshahB, or I'll announce the date on Twitter. Twitter.com/AlyshahB. So without further ado, let's get into these battles. So looking at the team here, it looks like we've got a Politoed in the lead. Yeah, that's definitely an XL Politoed, an ALOLAN MUK, and Obama Snow with pretty standard oh no, the ALOLAN MUK has acid spray. Spicy. Okay, spicy. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, first opponent, Politoed into Obama Snow. Not a great lead. He's probably got to get out of there, and he's going to mirror. Ooh, so bad lead and a hard counter on the safe swap. Let's see how we play around this. Ooh, that weather ball really hurt there. So it looks like he has enough for the sludge bomb. Oh, wow, what a shield. Properly shields it. And I think the opponent got in a counter there. Let's see if that makes a difference. He's so close. Oh, that counter. Oh, no. Taylor was probably banking on being able to get off that weather ball, but now yeah, definitely the right play to just mud shot down. He's going to hard swap. And did the opponent bring in a Clefable into an ALOLAN MUK? Maybe it was a blind swap, or maybe they're just sacking it because they know it really doesn't have a lot of places to go now. A shiny Clefable too. I like the shiny flex. Alright, so I think the play here is probably to shield and debuff this thing, because the poison jabs are gonna hurt. Okay, great. So here comes the debuff from the acid spray. And he's going to hard swap back to Politoed because he's got so much loaded energy that he's banked. Oh my gosh. That is textbook energy management there. GG's. Well played. Okay, going into our next battle now. Magnezone. So, pretty neutral lead, right? Because you're out spamming it, but you do have to be careful with the weather balls. I'm sorry, with the wild charge. And he gets baited. All right, so he's going to return the bait back, but honestly, you can go straight weather ball here. The opponent shields back. And he's going to drop the earthquake before he leaves, I imagine, into the Obama's. No, he goes into the MUK. Okay. Let's see if this is an outrage. Nope. Just Noctizuka, great no call there. That's huge. And the opponent's probably like me, not expecting an acid spray here. Oh my gosh, who runs acid spray? This is such a fascinating way to use MUK, especially with all the poison buffs. Alright, so Magnezone comes back, but he's ready for it with a Dark Pulse. Opponent shields it. There's no way he's going to be able to farm him down. So the opponent's forced to throw here, probably a mirror shot. Yep. Okay, back to Politoed, had banked a weather ball. How much energy can Politoed store? Savage. Oh, that is so savage. And it was a wild charge. Oh my god. Taylor, that is savage. All right. So he's loaded up to 2 weather balls here. Probably going to dump them both. Confusion sneaks through, but if this weather ball KOs, and it should, it's not going to register. Amazing. And at this point, it's a powder snow down My gosh. What an amazing play there mid-game. All right, next up we have a shiny Best Buddy ALOLAN Ninetales, and it's a Powder Snow variant, so not a great matchup for that Ninetales. Politoed is definitely has the upper hand here. So they're both gonna spam out these weather balls, and Taylor correctly shields a Dazzling Gleam. Wow, that's huge. I have seen Mud Shots and Powder Snow sneaking in back and forth, so they should be relatively on even energy there. Let's the second Dazzling Gleam go, because he knows he's going to be able to outpace this. He's got so many weather balls. He's going to go for the farm down, but has to eat this. Is he going to let go of all that energy? Oh, it survives XL Politoed. Way too thick. All right, so let's see what the opponent brings in. They do have a shield advantage, and it's a Scrafty. Wow, winning lead there was huge at the cost of that shield, because Obama Snow does not want to see this Scrafty. Great. Everything Scrafty is going to throw here is going to be neutral, or it's going to be resisted. All right, so he's going to debuff him, faking the Sludge Bomb. Opponent does not fall for it, but they are about to throw a boosted foul play. No, they power putt. They putt again. So just trading debuffs here. Oh my gosh, the worst thing in the back. 2 counters to Obama Snow in the back. Talonflame comes out. Let's see how Taylor plays this. He's going to throw this second Acid Spray. The Incinerate did come through, and he transfers the Incinerate over to the Obama Snow. I guess, oh wow, because he can outpace it. The Talonflame's not going to reach another move before Obama Snow gets this Weather Ball. I think if he... It is debuff. Let's keep that in mind. Oh, Poison's Jabs down before the Incinerate registers, but the Scrafty has a pup ready. Oh, wow. That was next level there. So close in the end by 1 Poison Jab, it looked like. Oh my gosh, I'm still reeling from how close that was. Okay, but we have a Swampert here. They're both loading up like crazy. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Well played by that opponent. Shields the Earthquake from the Swampert and is gonna trade a Weather Ball back. I like that Taylor's building up a lot here. He's not throwing them right as he gets them. Presumably, if they switch something in, or if he's forced to switch out, that he's ready for it with some energy, like we saw in that first match where energy management was everything. All right, timing well again, preserving switch at the cost of a shield. Umbreon comes in. Oh my gosh, that Weather Ball just tickles an Umbreon. That did absolutely nothing. All right, 3, and catches the foul play on MUK. Savage. And let's not forget, there's so much energy banked on that Politoed. And here comes a Talonflame, who's just going to get debuffed, deboofed, no shield. Opponent has 2 shields, got to use them sometime. I think the play here is to just let MUK go. It's done its job. It's debuffed the Talonflame. And you've got at least 2 Weather Balls, right? Stored on Politoed, which is definitely going to come in and help protect the Obama Snow in the back. Wow, when is the opponent going to use shields here? Okay. So we still have a few Weather Balls ready to go. Throws in the middle of a Snarl, so he can swap here if he wants to and preserve it. Nope, but lets it go. Probably not going to shield here, and hope that now that Talonflame's out of the way, Obama Snow is definitely going to handily win this 2-to-1 shield scenario here. Wow, amazing, amazing. I think the opponent there was in a little bit of a tough spot. They could have probably committed shields earlier, and that just allowed Taylor to 100% capitalize Yeah, there's no point in shielding here. This is definitely GG's. Acid spray. I guess to play it, while we wait for this to wrap up, I think the idea is you debuff the MUK and essentially sack it, which allows your Politoed to get more farm, which is so nice because Politoed is incredibly spammy. All right, Jellicent lead now. Very favorable for Politoed. Or actually, it might be neutral, but Savage Catch. We should have a counter somewhere of Savage Catches. Catches a Shadow Ball. Oh boy. Now this is actually not bad because the ALOLAN MUK did not throw on the Jellicent, so it does have quite a big energy lead, but this could be the Earthquake. Amazing no shield here. He's going to go for another Dark Pulse and force the opponent to throw. Opponent, oh good. Amazing timing. Another Rock Slide, okay. And got Weather Ball for days here. Let's see what comes in. There's still 2 shields up on both sides. It's going to count to, I believe that was 3 hexes and throw this Earthquake. Jellicent, oh my gosh, it's so thick. If you've ever run into one in Ultra League, and you probably have because they're everywhere, it's so thick. Alright, so he's going to bank that energy and bring in Obama Snow versus this ALOLAN Ninetales, and is going to go straight for the energy ball with 2 shields on the board. People, use your shields! Use your shields, people! Now he's going to resort to Weather Balls. Hoping to grab shields at this point because we do need to get on even shields. Because that Jellicent with shields is still incredibly threatening. So gets that shield, banks the energy. Wow. I wonder what the play is here. Why would you... Let's see how he plays this. So Jelly comes back, shields another big Shadow Ball. This opponent does not like to bait. That's 3 straight Shadow Balls. Oh, and the Earthquake lands. Use your shields, people. And it doesn't matter because the Obama Snow has I think two Weather Balls stored. So terrible lead here. Venusaur got to get out. I imagine to the MUK, which is your soft counter to Venusaur. You don't want to go straight into your hard counter, which is Obama Snow. And in comes a hard counter for MUK. So no Acid Spray funny business here, going straight Dark Pulse. Let's see if this is an Earthquake. It is, and that just about takes out MUK, and that's not great because the Stunfisk got a couple Munch Shots worth of farm in, so it can't threaten Earthquake here. Actually, I don't think that's Earthquake. Oh, it is. Oh, wow. But that's okay. And the opponent hard swaps the Venusaur back in? Why would you do that? Alright, so the opponent's doing well here, right? They probably made a misplay by bringing Venusaur back in, but they got the shield, and I don't think you can shield here. Oh, okay. So I guess you're not worried about the Rock Slides from Stunfisk. Yeah, because I really feel like you need a shield for the end game here. Opponent is just hanging on to those shields. So 1 Rock Slide is not going to take this Obama Snow out. I wonder if he is just burning the switch timer, is going to go back to Politoed. No, he's not. Okay. So the opponent was saving both shields for Hypno. Not every day you see a purified Hypno in Ultra League. Let's see what moveset this Hypno is running. I don't think a Thunder Punch is going to KO from here. Yeah, it's not, because we're up here in Ultra League where everything just has a little bit more bulk. No baiting here. Going for the nuke move, but it gets shielded. Alright, yeah. Oh, and the opponent flexes the Shadow Ball BM. Wow. Yeah, I think there might have been a little bit of a... Wow, the opponent really capitalized well there. I thought bringing in that Venusaur was a bad idea, but... Did somebody just bring an Umbreon into an Alolan MUK? Wow, there's a lot of... I wonder what ELO range these battles are, because unless people are making like 200 IQ plays that are just not registering with me. All right, so I love this play though by Taylor to just completely debuff the life out of this thing. So all it can really do is threaten last resorts, which are neutral to MUK. But it's so debuffed here, and MUK is actually going to win this out if the opponent chooses not to shield this acid spray. Okay, so they do want to try to preserve switch here, since they had a favorable lead with the Venusaur. So they give up 2 shields there, lose switch, and in comes an Aggron. Oh my gosh, they really, really wanted switch, and that makes sense why, right? Because they don't want their Politoed on the Aggron. They'd rather have it. They'd rather have their Venusaur there. So, wow. Okay, so that's why the opponent shielded twice. But I wonder if Acid Spray is what allows MUK to flip that matchup against Umbreon, which is incredibly thick. Yeah, going to completely let this Abomasnow go. It's done its job. You can Mudshot down from here. Yeah, and the opponent's going to go ahead and say GG's. All right. Next up, Shadow Dragonite. So you really only have one hard counter to this, which is Abomasnow. And did the opponent lag there? It looks like they may have lagged a bit. Okay, it looks like they're back, but they did lose a couple counters worth. If I were the Shadow Dragonite, I might have chipped down this MUK a little bit before swapping out right away to Escav. Wow, huge no shield there. And looks like Taylor's going for the farm down, but has to go down 2 shields. But at least they were both shielding Drill Run, so he does preserve switch to make sure that Abomasnow gets aligned onto that Dragonite, because one Dragon Claw is not going to take it out, and those Powder Snows are double super effective against the Dragon and Flying typing. So this is actually really good that we've got this Empoleon here. When is this person going to use shields? And alignment is right where he wants it. Shields don't matter at all now, because he can actually just Powder Snow down, but yeah, look, I'm fairly confident this Dragon Claw is not going to take out. Oh, they go Hurricane! Oh my. Okay, so maybe this got a little interesting. So it's good that he was throwing those Weather Balls to catch those shields out of the way. Let's see if he has to eat another Hurricane here. I think he does. And that Empoleon should be fairly close to a move. And it's not really in Mudshot range, right? It has like 10-15% health left. Oh, just 5%. Okay, so it has to live this Hydro Cannon. Oh, of course, they would throw a Drill Peck. Oh, that was so close. I think you played that just about as well as you could have, right? Because you needed switch there. You know you don't... You know you want to get your Abomasnow aligned. Doesn't go for the catch here against this Jellicent. Properly calls the Bubble Beam. So if I'm the Jellicent here, I'm probably not shielding because this is a debuffed. Earthquake, yeah, they don't shield, and this is probably a Shadow Ball. It is. I wonder why he's playing this a little bit differently. Now he chooses to bring in the MUK. Wow, huge no call there. But actually it was probably a little predictable. They were probably on their way out, right? So they were just going to get the Bubble Beam off. So smart play to not shield that. Sneaks in a Snarl there. And this is likely just a Flame Charge. The Talonflame is trying to probably just ramp up here. And Jellicent's such a great lead for Talonflame because you don't really have to invest shields up front against most matchups for Jellicent. Gets to this Dark Pulse before the boosted Incinerate registers is going to hard swap, transfer that Incinerate over to Politoed, has 2 shields, and out comes a Venusaur. So this is great because we know we have a great counter for Venusaur in the back, and we can protect that counter with 2 shields. Yeah, opponent realizes that even if they don't shield the Shadow Ball there, they're going to save the shields for the potential Sludge Bomb. So, wow, huge flex with the 2 shields. So, great lead here. Not particularly favorable for the Empoleon, especially because it's looking at an XL Politoed. Looks like Taylor's going straight Earthquake here, and the opponent lets it through. Use your shields, people! Alright, builds up to Energy Ball and throws the Ice Beam. I really like that. Oh no, and the opponent returns the favor with a nuke! Alright, so we've got a good match on our hands here. Alright, let's see if he's going to commit to the Energy Ball. No, he's not going to get there. Likely not going to get there, so I'm going to go ahead and chip it down. And let's see what he brings back. I would think you want to preserve this Politoed for that. Well, you already landed an Earthquake on Empoleon, so maybe you don't. Huge no call there. Preserving shields for MUK to be able to debuff whatever's in the back. Yeah, he's trying to get out of there. Oh, no. Is that an Aromatisse? Oh, I respect that spice. An Aromatisse. Wow. I can honestly say I have never seen an Aromatisse yet. And the Empoleon comes back in, but... Okay, they were probably just clearing out the debuff as soon as they could, but here comes another debuff. And is that 2 games in a row with 2 shield flexes? Savage. Taylor, you're a savage. Alright, so not a great lead. We got Spooter into Politoed. So he's going to grab a shield before swapping out. He can tank whatever this is on MUK. They're just going to debuff it. And in comes, oh, my favorite Pokemon, Lapras. Oh, Lapras. Unfortunately, this whole line checks Lapras fairly well. It's going to let that MUK go because, again, right, you've got 2 great counters to Lapras in the back, and you have shield advantage. So really what you have to look out for is a Skull Bash here. Wow, okay, so the opponent is wanting to stay in with this Lapras. And yeah, this is going to force Taylor to have to throw some Weather Balls here. That was only 4 Ice Shards, so this is definitely just a Surf. Oh, Lapras, I love you. You're so great. Look how thick she is. Took an Earthquake and hung in there for another charge move. Amazing. Okay, so Spider comes back in. Galv, I wonder why he's staying in. Looks like he wanted to throw that in the middle of a Volt Switch, if I had to guess, but ended up CMP tying. So it's forced to burn a shield there. Hard counter in the back. Yeah, you just say GG's at that point, right? It is what it is. Another rough lead, another Venusaur here. So we've seen this before. Very common. We've got another safe swap of, not safe swap, but counter swap of G-Fisk. So I really like this play of throwing the Dark Pulse first. I think he goes straight Dark Pulse in this matchup, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you're just here to sack the MUK, draw out the Stunfisk because it's likely going to share the same counter that Obama Snow is. So you're drawing the Rock type out, whether it's Stunfisk or like we saw Aggron. You're trying to draw that out so Obama can run free in the back. So Taylor's building up a ton here. So he's got Weather Balls to play with. He's always making sure to keep track of his opponent's energy. And now he's going to bank the rest of that energy, get out of there, into a Venusaur. Weird lag, okay? Now, this is what shields are for endgame, right? And I think the right play there is to go Sludge Bomb, because you're going to grab a shield, right? I mean, you don't want to risk a bait at that point. Now we've got a Gengar. Okay. Oh, shields a Shadow Punch. Feels bad, man. And the opponent was probably saving their shields for Gengar, which, right, definition of a glass cannon. And expends their shields. Let's see what happens now. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh. Taylor, you savage. And I think he purposefully is not throwing the Weather Ball there because he wants to farm down this Gengar. Yeah, it can live us a Shadow Punch at this range. Venusaur comes back, and he has just enough energy. Wow, if that's what you were doing, that was those were two super high IQ plays to burn the shields first, go back to Politoed with all of that energy that it had, and throw those Weather Balls, and then purposefully let Gengar take Politoed out. That was that? Yeah, that was the last battle, and that was a perfect way to end that set. Super high IQ, but thank you again for having me, Taylor. I know we are all eagerly awaiting for you to come back on stream and hearing your voice and seeing your face in the videos. We miss you, bud, and we're all wishing you a very speedy recovery. Cheers, everyone.